Drunk girls walking into traffic is funny. Wandered into traffic and bounced off the hood of a fucking bus. I can see my house from here.
All right, we got to get back to the phones. A couple people pissed off at Jim Norton. I don't know why. What will little Jimmy do? Let's go to Luann. What's up, Luann?
Hey, I just want Norton to know that, you know, all men are pigs, but he is the big kahuna.
Thank you, Luann.
If he was late, if his dinner was cold, then that means he was late. She should have been the one slapping him around, not him slapping her around.
No, Leanne, you're missing. I understand.
Turnabout is fair play.
No, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Here.
That's right.
Finger in and smell it. No, Luann, you little angel, what I'm saying is he was probably out working and she was home minding the kids and scrubbing the toilet and doing things that a gal should be doing. And then the supper should be ready because the man was out working.
Does that clear it up, Luann?
No, not at all. Because
doesn't make it
everybody's
better?
talking about we want to be equals.
Yeah.
Well, you know, hey, she's home taking care of the kids in the house all day, and he's working.
How come
he
all
cooks
men are...
one night, he cooks the next.
Luann.
No, turn.
No,
you're supposed to share those kind of things.
No, you're not.
You are.
The only thing you should share is your fluids on her face and back after a hard day's work. You know that and I know that. Who we teasing, you little cookie?
Yeah, but you know what? I don't have to pay for it. You do.
Oh. He chooses to pay for it.
I'll tell you why I pay for it, because I avoid conversations like this. It's out.
Oh.
As soon as I'm done, they get out.
That's right, because you're not intelligent enough to have conversations like this.
Are you trying to outwit me, you dopey caller? I haven't been very mean to you. I've been very pleasant to you, even with your hillbilly name.
Yeah, but see, you're being mean to your woman, and us women have to stick together.
Oh, no, you don't.
Why
do you have to stick together?
Why do you stick together? I don't stick with other men.
Think for yourself.
Yeah, you silly goose.
Together. Why do you have to stick together?
Yeah, come on.
No, I'm all for the women's lib thing, you know?
Luann, can
I go out to my husband's garage. He's got naked women all over the place. Doesn't bother me.
Well, if you were hot, maybe he wouldn't have to put naked women up all over the garage, you silly little C.
Well, you know what? I am hot. And, Norton, I've seen pictures of you.
Yes?
Oh, wow.
What, is that news? You think I don't know I'm a 4.5?
She's going like,
4.5?
No, you're like a 5.
Well, you're being awful nice to yourself.
No, here's the thing, Luann.
Wow.
I have a nice...
She got you there, Jim. She got you there.
You certainly did. Luann, you're always firing out those zingers. Do you do that in the backyard as you're talking over the clothesline, do you?
No.
You little wash woman.
I don't have a clothesline.
Of course you don't, because you're lazy.
My husband does my laundry.
Exactly.
God,
then he's whipped.
Friggin'
No, he's not whipped.
He's pee-whipped.
He's whipped.
Nope.
And you come off like a big C.
You know what? He does my laundry, and I change the oil in his car. So no, he's not
really?
whipped.
So you're a dyke, and he's pee-whipped. Right. That's nice to know.
That's a nice arrangement.
What else do you do, Rosie the Riveter? Shut up.
Luann, why are all men pigs?
Because they are.
Why?
Exactly.
They just are.
Give me an example.
They just are.
That's really
bright. Rude, obnoxious comments when they shouldn't make rude, obnoxious comments.
See, this is what we were talking about earlier. This is who would be in the friggin' golf course.
Thank you, Luann.
This is who would be in the clubhouse behind you when you're trying to have a good time with your buddies.
Yep.
And this is the kind of bitch that would be there turning you in. Hey, Luann. I don't like the way...
Hey, before my husband and I got married... He went to the strip bar with his buddies. I had no problem with it.
Ooh.
You know what? I go to the strip bar with my husband.
Yeah,
I have no problem with it.
Because you won't let him go alone. Because you won't let him go alone.
He goes with his buddies whenever he wants.
Yeah, but for the most part, we don't want you coming to the strip club with us because we have a cool relationship.
He asked me to come to the strip club with him.
For the most part. Well, know why? Because he has like a threesome fantasy in his head that he's exploring.
That he could somehow get another box back to the house, and you'll be involved with it.
Okay, how do I try to make a threesome work in my marriage? I know. I'll invite Luann to the strip club with me and see if she remotely gets turned on by women.
Yeah, since I can't install air conditioning and do brilliant impressions.
Well, you know what? My husband, all he has to do is ask for a threesome, and I give it to him.
Really?
You don't have to convince me to go to strip bars to get me in.
You're a pig.
Yeah, you're a pig. You're out having extramarital sex. I don't do that. I'm not married.
Jeez.
I'm a single
I'm not having extramarital sex.
Sure.
My husband's there. He's participating.
Doesn't matter. It's still extramarital. If it's outside marriage, it's...
Did you hear him? He's not
Put that pee-whipped guy on the phone.
He is whipped. If you do the oil...
guy, he wants to talk to you.
Let's all laugh at him when
Yes, sir.
Oh, what's your name? Dude. What's your name, bro?
My name is Tony.
Tony, you do the laundry?
And she does the oil, she said.
Hey, whatever it takes, man.
Dude.
Why are you doing the laundry? Seriously.
I don't do the laundry all the time.
No guy wants to do laundry. Dude, she's got you whipped, man.
Dude.
From her talking and us listening, we're like, what kind of guy could put up with this? Your woman's like a bitch.
No, she's just a very confident woman.
That's not confidence,
dude. Not confident.
Confident women don't need to come off as confident women. They just do it naturally. They don't need to call up and go, "Oh, I'm not a pig. You're a pig."
Not. She's offended by certain language and stuff. That's not confident,
dude.
She's not offended by language. She just wanted to rip on Norton because he's always ripping on women. She wanted to give a shot.
I happen to be very nice to women, and I've never made a woman do anything she didn't want to do. Dude, men don't do laundry unless they're chinks.
Tony.
That was a good one. Admit it, Tony. That was a good one. You like
that was good. But like I said, no, man.
Hey, Tony, why'd you invite your wife to the strip club?
Yeah. Why?
Why did I invite her?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, we were in New Orleans at Mardi Gras. Figured what better thing to do?
No, Tom, why did you invite her to the strip club?
Tom, wrong name. Try again, Norton.
I know.
Wow, we can't get anything past you either.
Well, you guys are just a couple of pistols.
Tony, you an Italian guy?
Am I an Italian guy?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I thought with the name Tony, that's why he hasn't smacked her in the face yet. Were you hoping that Luann would get turned on by some of the strippers or what?
Well, did she get turned on by the strippers?
Were you hoping that she would?
No comment.
Were you hoping that she would?
Why not?
Was I hoping that she would? No, I just figured, what the hell, we're there, we might as well.
She broke Tony like a horse. You ever see the horses, the stallions that run in the hills, and then they bring them back to the corral, and they're saying, "No, you're not going to ride me. I'm my own horse. I'm independent." And then after a while, they're just walking with the saddle on their back. You gave up. You're walking with a saddle on your back.
And, dude, she called up looking to be confrontational, and I was nice to her.
Right.
And she started being cranky because I didn't give her what she wanted. And she's not used to that, obviously, from living with someone who's pee-whipped. She's used to getting what she wants.
Tony,
I'm not knocking you, dude. If you're getting some box, good for you.
Tony, it's obvious that you don't play golf, huh?
I play golf. Yes, I do.
Yeah. All right, Tony.
Do you really want Luann there with you when you're playing golf with your buddies?
As a matter of fact, she's one hell of a golfer, too.
Exactly. She changes the oil, and she's a golfer. Tony, you're a front. She likes Fox. She's going to strip clubs. She's gay, Tony. You're a money laundering husband.
She wants to join the LPGA.
Yeah. Is she a big Liberty fan?
Is what?
WNBA reference?
Yes.
Okay. Hey.
No, she doesn't do the WNBA, but she does do volleyball.
All right, well, close enough.
She's an athletic gal.
All right, thanks, Tony.
She's probably listening to the radio, making sure.
I'm sure she'd like to say one thing more than Norton.
I'm sure she would.
All right.
Here's what she should say to Norton. Why?
Norton.
Yeah.
Just for the record, you're a loser.
That's really quick, hillbilly name.
Yeah, well,
I'm a loser. Can you
hillbilly.
argue like a man? Do you have to argue like a broad? Jesus, you are a weak dope. Why do you have to? You're a loser.
Luann,
hell up by your fat head.
How is Norton a loser?
Yeah, I never called your job, stupid.
How is he a loser?
Yeah, how am I a loser?
Look at his life and what he's doing and what he's done with himself. How is that a loser?
Yeah, and he has to pay for sex. He's a loser.
I love paying for sex because I have the money. I can just give it to some hole and she goes, blah, and she gets out. How great is that?
I've seen plenty of girls paraded around this studio that he hasn't paid.
No, but I don't mind paying for sex.
I understand.
A man like...
And Luann, there's another reason why guys pay for sex is it's a turn-on to them.
Yep.
It's not because they're desperate or can't get women on their own. You know, some guys are really turned on to the fact that they pay a woman for sex.
And it just cost Tony more. He had to buy a ring and years of aggravation to get it.
Yeah.
All I got to do is...
Oh, you think so, huh?
I certainly do. Come on, you got to come back harder than that. You're on the radio. You got to come back harder than that. Come on. You called up looking for confrontation.
I take good care of my man in and out of bed.
Really? When he's doing the laundry or when you're doing the oil?
When he's doing the laundry and when I'm changing the oil on his car.
You're a sassy gal, the type of gal that can do anything a man does. Shut up.
That's right.
And you like to go to strip clubs?
Yeah.
And do work on the car?
Yeah.
Really? And who's your favorite baseball team?
The Cleveland Indians.
You're a dyke.
Yeah.
The fact is, if you know what Jim Tome's batting average is, you're a dyke.
Well, I don't know what his batting average is, but...
Exactly. Hey, look, I have a deck that needs work. Could you come over and work on it? Me and him will go out dress shopping, and you can work on the deck.
You've broken your man.
You really have.
You broke him.
Well, how about if I just come over and pour a little concrete and toss you in it?
Wow.
Do you realize you have the wit of an autistic? You're a
Excuse me?
You have... And you're deaf. It's probably all that riveting, you dyke. It's probably all that work in the pit and the mechanic. You stink.
Marion's at home going, that comeback sucked.
You are the worst. She calls up trying to be witty and sharp, and you call me a loser, and I can pour concrete and throw you in it. You're a dope.
You know what, Norton?
Get some Clorox.
I have sex with my husband.
Who cares?
Goodbye.
I don't get exactly. Give up. Bye-bye. Typical.
I showed
You called
him.
up, you couldn't take it, and you hung up, you baby. Don't try to be sexy off the phone. I'm going to go give Tony some. No, you're not. Tony's doing whatever task you assigned him to do.
I think she got you there.
Coming up next on Opie and Anthony, Jim Norton sings.
Forget me not, you sightless twat. Your dog just shit on my rug.
Thought that was pretty fucking funny, didn't you?
How's that for a sketch?
The Opie and Anthony Show.
You don't do sketches, stupid.
I was walking down the street, and some construction guy was shouting at me, "Hey, show me your cans!" So I did. And he plummeted 17 floors and was impaled on a forklift. But my tits looked great.
Please, wow responsibly. A public service announcement of the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the O&A virus.